12 o'clock here on this Monday. Landrum, Pat, and Molly. It's game week. Alabama getting ready for their first round college football playoff matchup with the Sooners of Oklahoma in Norman on Friday. We talked to Curtis Fitzpatrick out from the state of Oklahoma. Also, Nick Kelly from here in this state covers the Tide at AL.com. All of that available there at the podcast. Kalen DeBoer being linked just at least by the Michigan side of things to their head coaching search and trying to find a replacement. The vacancy created by fired coach Sharon Moore. Pat, an update coming from the Michiganders. Did I say that right? Michiganders?
Yes, you did. Sam Webb, who was on the program at 11 o'clock this morning, if you missed that interview, you can go back and you can download it and listen to it in its entirety. Just moments ago, literally seconds ago, Sam Webb, who was on this program, he just posted an update behind the paywall. And I'll read that to you now. A new name I've confirmed Michigan has added to their target list. Eli Drinkowitz from Missouri. I mentioned this on the VIP message board yesterday that the word is his agent in coaching circles that Drinkowitz was on Michigan's radar. The 42-year-old Drinkowitz signed a 6-year, $64.5 million contract extension in late November, but the buyout remains essentially the same as his original contract. He would be required to pay Missouri $5 million in liquidated damages if he leaves for another job before December 1st of 2026. That's a manageable number for the 2023 SEC Coach of the Year, who has turned the program around in 5 seasons in Columbia. And so he goes on to kind of give all the resume things of Eli Drinkowitz. So according to Sam Webb, one of the major targets is Eli Drinkowitz, and he kind of mentioned that during the interview with us. He also said that the interest with Kalen DeBoer is absolute from the Michigan side of things. Didn't really go down that road that it was reciprocal. But obviously, if Michigan fans would like the potential of getting Kalen DeBoer, an Oklahoma loss, according to Sam, a loss to Oklahoma, according to Sam, that potentially would possibly open something up for Kalen DeBoer to have a conversation with Michigan.
Let's stay with Drink for a second, though. Because I think that's more likely than Kalen DeBoer going to Michigan.
I 100% agree with that.
Drink is comfortable. It's obvious that Missouri appreciates Eli Drinkowitz. But Drinkowitz's name being linked to Auburn, LSU, potentially Florida, there's a reason for that. And I don't think it was to get more guaranteed years on the contract at Missouri. I think Drink wants to I believe that he aspires to coach at the next level. He doesn't view that Missouri job as quite that, right? Done some really good things there, and they appreciate him. I think Eli Drinkowitz, that right now, just my gut tells me that he would take that job.
We will see how quickly, if they believe. The one part of the interview with Sam Webb that got me and Landrum, we're being respectful of Sam coming on the show, but when he made the statement on Michigan fans need to be rooting for Oklahoma if you want Kalen DeBoer, and I'm thinking, okay, well, what happens if Alabama wins Friday? Does that mean that he's completely off the board in your opinion?
Like he can't handle the backlash
for losing
in
a
the wake of a loss
game
to Oklahoma, and it's going to be so bad that he and his family have to escape Tuscaloosa in the middle of the night.
I was on the phone up until kickoff of the Auburn game, running down these Penn State rumors and having person after person tell me, if Auburn wins this game, there's not the appetite to fire Kalen DeBoer. Nobody is looking to pay him $60 million to go away. Like, they like Kalen DeBoer. They don't have a problem with Kalen DeBoer. Yeah, they wish Alabama was undefeated and had not lost to Florida State, had not lost to Oklahoma, but there was not a feeling going into the Auburn game that they were looking to make a change. And I don't sense that after getting Alabama to the SEC championship game into the CFP, that the appetite is out there.
We'll continue with your text, but first I want to tell you about our friends Mandu in downtown Homewood. If you're looking for a gift for yourself, maybe a loved one or a friend, well, Mandu is the perfect gift of health. It's electrical muscle stimulation fitness located there conveniently in downtown Homewood. It's a 15-minute workout that's all FDA approved, and that 15 minutes is equivalent to 6 hours in a gym. You will get results. And here's the good news. You can go and try Mandu for free. They will put you through the workout the first time, will not cost you a dime. Mandu in downtown Homewood. Check them out. MANDUU.com. Start off 2026 the right way with our friends at Mandu. Always tell them Landrum from Jock sent you.
And Landrum brought this up in the very first part of the program. If you're any coach and you're looking at the Michigan job, I think we can all agree Michigan is one of the blue bloods of college football, and they have incredible resources. But you have to wonder, first off, who's going to hire you? Is Ward Manuel going to be the athletic director moving forward? And there's an internal investigation going on now. They've had NCAA issues. I mean, this is not the most pristine job out there in regards to the people that would be supporting you.
Well, all of the names that have been mentioned, they're comfortable. They seem to be. It's not like people are trying to get these guys out of town. But you got to go and sell this. I would think most cases, now it depends. If it's a no-brainer and you're going from App State, let's just say that, and you just got the job opportunity to go to Florida, that's not going to be a tough sell to your wife and your kids. You're an established coach with a wife, kids, and I realize the boys are a little bit older, but you're going to go home and your wife she's been getting ready for Christmas, or if she happens to have a job in this situation, which I think most of them don't, they don't have to work. She's dialed into other stuff, but she is seeing headlines. She's seeing TMZ. She has caught the story on the drama that has unfolded with Sharon Moore and this former staffer. You're going to go and sell her, hey, we just got an offer. We're going to go up there. I think it's a really, really tough sell. It's going to be to a lot of spouses and a lot of kids. Hey, we're going to move our family from where we are, what we know, where we're comfortable, to go to the unknown of that athletic department and what's been going up there.
I agree.
I don't see it. Now, you made the call to John Gruden. It's easy.
What does he care?
Yeah, what does he care?
Yeah.
Right? And maybe there's another coach that doesn't really care what he's walking into.
Well, every coach is going to tell you that they're very worried about, especially – if somebody hires you and then that person that hired you loses their job, then all of a sudden the new guy comes in.
It's like, man,
I didn't hire this guy.
You're not my guy.
No. I mean, I
got a totally new vision for our football program, who I want to lead it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very dangerous situation. Now, if let's say it's Eli Drinkwitz and he's having a conversation and the conversation is Ward Manuel's not going anywhere, whatever the case may be, this is just a bogus investigation, maybe he'd feel a little bit better about the future of the program. So, but if you missed Nick Kelly, he joined the show from AL.com. He told us, I'm paraphrasing, but basically that statement would not have come out yesterday afternoon if all parties involved, Alabama and Team DeBoer, was not 100% on board with that conversation.
Text line is open, 205-834-9450. We try to get to as many of these as we can, especially on Reaction Monday. You take the time to text. We will try to read them on the air. And somebody asking about the health of Ty Simpson, and the rumor was his back. His back. He's down in his back. Ty is down in his back. You hearing anything on the health of Ty Simpson, one Ty Simpson's back, Pat?
I can tell you that I have not heard anything in regards to his back. What I have heard is blisters on his hand.
Yes.
I've heard that
He's
that
been
has
chopping firewood in his spare time, not wearing gloves.
That's how he works out.
He does it the Rocky and Russia way.
Yes. No gloves. He's just out there with his shirt off, just chopping wood, just all time of the day.
Meanwhile, the Oklahoma assistants are following around in that old car in the 7 feet of snow as he trains to follow his every move.
All kidding aside, I have heard that it's something that he's been dealing with over the course of the last few weeks.
So how does we get from blisters to back? What?
No, I had a conversation with someone that had a conversation with Ty, and Ty actually was talking about that's hasn't been the issue. Now, granted, any quarterback in the SEC, you're going to beat up all over the place. I'm not saying that he doesn't have something going on with his back, but I've been told that one of the major things that he's been dealing with is like blisters on his pinky, on his throwing hand. Which,
tough.
if you're a pitcher,
yeah, you get scratched from a start.
yeah, I mean, and until those calluses develop on your fingers when you're pitching with the seams, that can be problematic. Well, for Ty Simpson, I was told that it's a situation where he's had some blisters that have not calloused over, and it keeps opening up because he's just throwing all the time. And that might have led to some of his inaccuracy over the course of the last few games.
Brace yourself for this description. I'd rather put toothpicks under my toenails and kick a concrete wall. Ow! Than see Diego Pavia succeed at any level. All right, not a fan. Another vote for Breaking Away, a fantastic movie set in Bloomington. Thank you very much. Tom on roasting chestnuts. He says, don't roast them unless you like chestnuts. They're nasty, in my opinion. Voting for Diego Pavia, says Jason, for the Heisman Trophy should be considered contributing to the delinquency of a major. And his attitude and Manziel-like behavior. He looked more like Pitbull winning a Grammy at a porn convention than a Heisman after a party. I just read them, folks. Happy holidays. To be honest, the last part of that, I wasn't ready for it. Mike in Huntsville. I'm happy with DeBoer. Who else is better? Being 62, I remember the days in the wilderness. I mean, entitlement bammers need to chill. KD made it to the SEC championship in the playoffs. What's Drink, Kelly, Napier, Pittman, Heupel, and others doing right now? I'm late tuning in if y'all talked about Landrum's hilarious performance. We have not brought that up. But thank you. I would love to know who you are. Apparently, I go to church with this person at our Christmas thing yesterday.
Do you have any video?
I'm sure there is some video out there.
Sweet.
Yeah. But it was great. Would Michigan take a wild swing at Cignetti? I don't know why Curt Cignetti would leave what he's doing. I just think that it would probably get what he's done in 2 years. Would he want to leave? I don't know why he would. Jeff from Dallas, I think they gave the Heisman to the right person. Roll Tide. Considering Alabama's defensive performance this season, do you believe their defense is elite enough to carry them through the playoffs? No. I think it's good. And I think when their offense is playing well and they play complementary football, they can certainly get to the championship game. But no, not just the defense carrying them. Do you agree with that, Pat?
I do agree with that.
Good. Keep your text rolling in, 205-834-9450. We will have Kalen DeBoer in his press conference at the top of the hour.
So the transfer portal continues to be a major topic from here until the first part of the year when it officially opens up. So most kids will say, hey, my intentions are to get into the transfer portal. This morning, DJ Lagway, he posted on social media that he is leaving Florida. Apparently, some reports have come out that he had a meeting with John Sumrall and the offensive staff, and it did not go well. And so Miami, Baylor, and LSU are three schools, supposedly, that could be in the mix. And Pete Thamel is reporting just seconds ago that Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola intends to enter the NCAA transfer portal.
Not shocking. We kind of saw this coming.
Wonder how much backlash Summerall and that staff will get with DJ Lagways.
I don't think they'll get much at all based on what you saw towards the end of the season. Now, on the Raiola, you said it was not a surprise. Was it because he had a family member that was let
His
go on
uncle.
the staff, right?
Mm-hmm. His uncle was let go. And just with the injury and everything, we just kind of assumed that he might be looking elsewhere. And his brother decommitting, that too.
It'll be interesting to see where he will end up.
Texas Tech.
It's kind of weird how he blows his knee out and then Patrick Mahomes blows his knee out yesterday.
I know. They like Uno reversed each other. It was
Yeah.
kind of cute.
And it is official. Micah Parsons just been confirmed. He has a blown out ACL. It's a rough day in the NFL on injuries. So we will continue on this Reaction Monday. Hope to listen in on Kalen DeBoer's having a meeting with the media coming up at 1 o'clock. All that straight ahead on Jocks. It is 12:20. Welcome back in on this cold. It's now 41 degrees, but it was cold this morning.
It was cold last night. That wind started cutting. Woo! And then it'll be like, what, 65 on Sunday or on Wednesday?
Something like that.
Be 80 Christmas Day. What are they calling for Christmas Day? What's the latest weather? I need it to be a little bit chilly. I don't want it to be hot.
I know Molly says that she's going to be digging out of snow up in Michigan during
Yeah.
Christmas.
Early outlook, it's going to snow, I think, every single day while we're in Ann Arbor. So
What's the accumulations each day?
I have no idea. It's been a while since I've looked, but I'll be packing my snow pants and my snow boots and my big old winter coat. But
I
I'm
know
excited
that-
because I haven't had a white Christmas in so long.
Well, Ann Arbor, I was reading up as I was studying and looking for places for Caitlin DeBoer to live when they moved there, Pat.
Mhm.
I was looking at the snowfall, and for the month of January, I think their average number of snow days is 15 days. I don't know. It didn't show December.
Okay. Feels about right.
Couldn't he like buy Jim Harbaugh's like trailer down by the river?
I was looking at Harbaugh's house. I mean, it was nice. It was big, but I would want something a little gaudier.
Go feed the chickens.
If I'm going to make that kind of money.
Hey, you
Just
can
something
say- you
super gaudy.
You can say what you want to. I mean, he has done
No, he's done a good job.
He's done a really good job with the Chargers, and apparently the players they love his idiosyncrasies.
I can't get the 10-day forecast, but I'm looking here in Birmingham, Christmas Eve, the high is 67
On Christmas Day,
on Christmas Eve.
okay.
Are you like that? Do you care on Christmas Day if it's cold or if it's warm?
I mean, I would prefer it to be like in the 40s.
Yeah.
I mean, just so you can wear a sweater where you can actually
Right.
feel like it's Christmas Day, you know? But
I mean, when you were a kid, you were okay with it being warm. You could go outside, you play with your new stuff. But I just think Christmas, a little bit chillier weather.
yeah. If you missed earlier in the program, Sam Webb joined the program from the Michigan Insider. That's part of the 247 network. And he was telling us that still believes that Kalen DeBoer is a name of interest. He posted a few moments ago that Eli Drinkwitz is another name that has popped up on their list of potential candidates. He has a $5 million buyout there at the University of Missouri. Although he has just signed a contract extension, it would be kind of fascinating if he took the job at Michigan to see how he would kind of present that to the fans in regards to leaving one block M for the other block M.
Yeah. And you look at his history. He coached at Boise for a second. He's been at App State,
He was an analyst at Auburn.
Arkansas State, NC State. So what's the further? I guess it would be Boise, the furthest north that he's ever coached. But nowadays, with recruiting being what it is in the portal and being on a national scale, how much does that even matter? You'd like to have it. It's an added bonus if you have those relationships, but are those relationships kind of already in place? I don't know. Maybe there's more ties than we know of with Eli Drinkwitz, but that is one name that I could see Eli Drinkwitz getting that offer and taking it for sure. He's done well. For what he's been able to get out of multiple new contracts since he's been at Missouri, based on never getting to a college football playoff, playing for a championship game, you had the records versus
He's never
teams
beat
that finished in the SEC 500 or better.
Yeah, never beat a team with 5 wins or more in the SEC in league play. That continues. So
But at this point, if you're Michigan, has he won football games? Is he creepy?
define creepy.
Yeah, true. What are the skeletons? I mean, other than being a smart aleck, I can't think of anything on Eli Drinkwitz. If we're going non-football, just personality or what he's into, can you?
No, I can't.
This one, I love Caitlin DeBoer. He's done a great job. Okay. Steve from Slap Out, Alabama. Great show today. Why is Deion Sanders not being looked at for some of these bigger schools? Is it his health? Questions regarding his capabilities. I think he's a charismatic leader and can recruit with the best of them. Maybe he's holding out on the FSU job.
I think all of the above.
Yeah, I think health probably would factor in too.
And since his son's not the starting quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner, a little different. It looks in Boulder than it did just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, for sure. And look, we put this like Dion would be waiting on all of these people to call him. I think let's give Dion just a little bit of credit. Dion might look some of these jobs and be like, I see that going nowhere fast. I don't want to take that job.
I think Dion tweeted when Sharon Moore, when all that went down the other day. I think he tweeted some things.
Going back to DJ Lagway, says he's going to enter the portal the way that John Summerall is, says one of our listeners. When DJ said he was leaving, you probably offered to help him pack.
Did you see where Summerall's family this morning, they announced they're giving $100,000 to Tulane football?
Good.
They didn't have to do that.
No.
This might be one of the best coaching exits to go to another school of all time.
Mm-hmm. Based on what I've been told, I think that that's not the first $100,000 they've given to Tulane in some capacity. I think that they have been more than generous in their time there. And I think Summerall is going to be really good for Florida. Florida fans should be really excited about him.
I agree.
Heck of a football coach. Let's see. Ooh. This is Faye tuning in.
Is she with Conrad right now?
I don't know. Does she know that Conrad's not on today? Now that he's won his injunction, we need to bring Jeremy Pruitt back to Bama. He's a man of great integrity. RTR, just got my mistletoe up. Thank you, Faye.
Oh, I wish Conrad was here so he could read that.
I save them for him. Or screenshot it, and I'll just text him later while he's sitting with Paige. Let's see. Danny, I don't want DeBoer to leave Alabama, but if he did, who would Alabama go after? How about Lincoln Riley? Let's throw his name in there. Alabama fans, can you warm up to that? How do you evaluate the current college football playoff format? Does it fairly determine a national champion? Would it make more sense that each conference champion made up the college football playoff bracket? Pat, you can handle that one.
I think I've made my feelings known on that. I don't think all conferences are, especially in football, are treated the same. I.e., given a conference champion of a lower, let's say a Conference USA championship, giving them access and up against a Big Ten or
But Pat,
SEC.
you don't know until they play the game. We haven't had examples of that. We don't know. You don't know. Let's watch that Cincinnati team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's watch that.
Let's watch them play Alabama. Look at the guys they got at corner. They got NFL guys on the offense. Man, they're going to match Alabama toe for toe, Pat. Let's see that. I want to see that in the college football playoff. Let's see it.
Yeah, Ritter and Sauce, right? They were going to derail Alabama.
Of course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Some folks have been texting me on any news out of Auburn in regards to some transfer portal information. Over the weekend, Keldrick Falk, he declared for the NFL draft, which that's no shock to anybody.
Latest mock, I saw him at 12 or 13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, top 15 pick for sure. Now, as far as the portal goes, it was a very active weekend of players, at least on social media, and telling people that they were looking to leave Auburn. Auburn is up to 10 departures expected to hit the transfer portal. Offensive lineman Favor Edwin, offensive lineman DeAndre Carter, wide receivers Malcolm Simmons, Perry Thompson, and Horatio Fields, tight end Hollis Davidson, cornerback Rayan Strader, and defensive lineman Antonio Coleman and running back Damari Alston all have said that they are declaring for the transfer portal. So
Well-
we'll see if that indeed happens. But Auburn, currently, that is 10 players looking to leave.
Not to be disparaging about any of those, but if you're an Auburn fan, I think you feel pretty good right now, just based on those names. Not that Malcolm Simmons wasn't good, but some of those other guys, you had Antonio Coleman, who was in legal trouble. Hollis Davidson, is that the kid that got into legal trouble in Georgia right before the season started? Yeah. Damari Austin, he quit the team, after 4 games of the season? Something like that. Or maybe it wasn't after 4 games. Anyways, he left the team and some of those other guys. Malcolm Simmons, that would be one that you would look at. But as far as those other guys, I was told that they feel really good about Eric Singleton coming back. Cam Coleman remains to be seen. But
I saw a report over the weekend said that the initial meeting with Cam Coleman and the staff went well. That was the report.
you got Cody Burns
That I'd
coaching
seen.
wide receivers. See that Florida and John Summerall targeting potentially Marcus Davis, former Auburn receiver and wide receivers coach, to go and join that staff. So interesting. Let's see what happens.
We hope to hear from Kalen DeBoer coming up at the top of the hour. He will have a Zoom press conference, so we're going to try to see if we can't log into that and give you some sound.
Please
I'm
do.
sure somebody will ask a question about the statement that came out yesterday.
You know, every now and then we get Nick Saban, and he would do a press conference, and he would be wearing just like the all, like it wasn't branded anything. It was like a sweater.
Yeah.
Please tell me that today is the day that Kalen DeBoer wasn't thinking about it, and he got something with the maize in it or the blue.
He's wearing
And
like
everybody can lose their minds when he's wearing it.
he's
during
wearing
the
like
press
a
conference.
maize, kind of like a quarter zip, but it's got the Alabama logo on it, but it's maize. Because it's like Conrad. Conrad's got like a baby blue,
Yeah. Yeah.
like a chambray Alabama quarter zip.
Yeah.
That's nowhere in the Alabama color scheme.
Or he's just wearing a maize, something, and it's got just the Nike like white or navy blue swoosh.
Or he's got a Barstool quarter zip on.
Now that would be something.
No, we get the announcement that Kalen DeBoer has agreed and signed a deal with Barstool,
Yeah.
where he's going to be appearing with them weekly.
Yeah.
On Port North. Yeah.
We will continue on this Reaction Monday. This is Jock's 3-Man Front. It is 12:37. We are getting a day closer to the holidays. Appreciate you making us part of your Monday. A very cold start to your Monday. 1-800-239-WJOX, the Courtesy GMC text line 205-834-9450. And speaking of Courtesy GMC, I was at their Christmas party on Friday that they have for the community, and it was just an outstanding gathering of a lot of great people around the central Alabama area coming to Courtesy GMC. And right now, the holiday sales event is currently underway at Courtesy GMC. And if you've been waiting for the right time to buy, well, this is it. Big deals everywhere. How big? Try up to $15,000 off MSRP on Sierras in stock. And they've got over 100 to choose from. Over 9.5 acres of inventory. And I was walking the lot myself on Friday, and just very impressive of what they have. Whether it's AT4s, Denali's, SLTs, you name it, they've got it on the lot. They are ready to make deals right now. If you're more of an SUV person, Courtesy GMC has you covered there too. You could save thousands on a brand new Yukon, Terrain, or Acadia. And when you buy a new GMC there at Courtesy, you get the 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. That's peace of mind for the long haul. So shop a huge selection there at Courtesy GMC, right off of I-459 exit 32 in Trussville, or check them out online at courtesybirmingham.com.
Awaiting Kalen DeBoer meeting with the media at the top of the hour. We will provide you with that audio of Coach DeBoer. I'm sure that most of the conversation will center around the game Friday night with the opening round of the college football playoff against Oklahoma. It will be interesting, though, if anything is asked pertaining to the Michigan job. In case you're joining us, we had Sam Webb on, who covers things for the folks there at Michigan. And he came on and said that the Michigan interest, at least, was not going away for Kalen DeBoer, but also recently posting that potentially Eli Drinkwitz is a name to keep a watch on in that coaching search.
Yeah, he's got a $5 million buyout. He did sign a contract extension at the University of Missouri back at the end of November, but basically his buyout is the same as it was when he originally signed his contract in Como, which is $5 million. So if he wanted to leave there or go anywhere else, it would just cost $5 million. A lot of money to me and Landrum and Molly, but for these coaches, $5 million, they kind of find that in their sofa.
They do.
Underneath the cushions.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. I had this IRA that was just laying around, and found it. Also, this morning, an Alabama judge has granted a preliminary injunction at the request of Jeremy Pruitt. So that's good news for Jeremy Pruitt in what he is currently writing in a 6-year show cause against him from the NCAA. This was an order handed down this morning by DeKalb County Judge Andrew Hairston, and this prevents the NCAA from enforcing that show cause order or interfering with Pruitt's employment opportunities. So do we see Jeremy Pruitt back on the sidelines in the SEC next season?
Maybe not next season. Maybe you see him somewhere else, but I think ultimately you will see Jeremy. Jeremy's too good of a coach.
He's a very good coach.
Not to be on the sideline in the SEC.
Yep. Were you surprised by the LA Bowl attendance or the lack thereof that they're so surprised about? College bowl game attendance continues to dwindle.
No,
I didn't even realize until Conrad said it on the air that the LA Bowl was this past weekend. Mm-hmm. Apparently, nobody else really realized it either. 23,000 was reported. There was no way there was 23,000.
Yeah, and Boise got taken to the woodshed big time. You got a bowl game tomorrow down at the Cramden Bowl tomorrow night. Troy and Jacksonville State. Yep. You might have more people at that game than you did the LA Bowl.
Yeah.
I think the Cramden Bowl seats around that, doesn't it? Like 23, 25,000, something like that.
That sounds about right. But yeah, bowl week, as we kind of know it, officially cranking up tomorrow.
25,000.
Yeah.
So they could eclipse the LA Bowl in attendance if it's sold out.
Interesting to see what happens to bowl games moving forward.
Yeah, I think we all agree. There needs to be some form of adjustment. We all know that this time of the year it's a made-for-television event. I mean, they all get good ratings. That's why ESPN owns the majority of the bowls.
But the cities that they have the partnerships with, they would love to obviously have the ticket sales, beds filled in hotels, local businesses thriving, A lot of people spending money in their cities. We know the economic impact just from a regular season game. What that could mean for a city that typically doesn't get college football exposure could be huge.
Mm-hmm. And also want to shout out because it's the Salute to Veterans Bowl. That's the official name of the bowl down in Montgomery. And today at their luncheon, they're recognizing Bill Clark. So Bill is kind of the honorary, I guess, VIP, or not chairperson, but, they recognize someone every year. And Bill will be at the luncheon today. That's why Bill typically is on this program on Mondays. He'll be on the show tomorrow because of those festivities down in Montgomery today.
How long before we see Bill Clark's name mentioned on the Michigan job?
It should already be up there.
It should be up there. I'm going to change your culture. I'm going to change that culture.
You change it pretty quick. Just really quick, matter of fact. We talked a lot about, obviously, Kalen DeBoer, his statement yesterday saying, "My family and I are very happy in Tuscaloosa and remain extremely grateful for the support from President Moeller, Greg Byrne, the board, and so many others. We have an incredible opportunity in front of us. The sole focus of this Alabama football team is preparations to play Oklahoma in the college football playoff." He went on to say, "I have not spoken and have no interest in speaking with anyone else about any other job. I am fully committed to this program and look forward to continuing as the head football coach at the University of Alabama."
Play this out, and you might not be able to answer. Okay, let's just say he took the Michigan job. What would the reason he be? Because somebody's got to ask him, why the Michigan job? Why would you leave Alabama for the Michigan job? What would the answer be, potentially? More stable athletic department?
You got the pros and the cons. There's way too many pros staying at Alabama than the cons.
Path of least resistance. You're going to admit to that after embracing the challenge of filling the shoes of the greatest of all time at Alabama in the SEC? You're just going to do a 180 and go, yeah, you know what? I saw a path that was easier here. There's not the grind of the SEC schedule. Yeah.
Could you imagine a quote from Nick Saban?
Sure.
I mean, let's just say he did leave and someone asked Nick Saban, "Coach, why do you think he left? I mean, you had the program teed up for him." Oh, could you imagine that response from Nick Saban? You want to talk about torpedoing somebody?
Yeah.
Wow.
You going to brag on the family culture that they have there, that appear to have there at Michigan? At least in the football building? How your wife fell in love with it when she heard all the stories?
I mean, nobody cheats up there, right? On or off the field, right? No one. Pristine. That doesn't happen there.
Now, if he said, I wanted to eventually move back to get closer to my native state of South Dakota. Okay. Fair enough.
Absolutely.
But that wouldn't make sense, because why would you leave Washington then to go to?
Well, my question would be,
Tuscaloosa?
why did you take the job to begin with?
Exactly.
I mean,
No, it would just be fascinating to hear the list of reasons of. It just doesn't make sense, is what I'm saying. Eli Drinkwitz, you can sell me that. Jeff Brom, you could sell me that.
In his second year in Alabama, he played for an SEC championship. He won double digits in his second year at Alabama.
Right.
Michigan didn't play for a Big Ten title this year. It doesn't look like Indiana's going anywhere the next couple of years. Ohio State will be the Ohio State University next year. They'll be preseason number one.
And by the way, Michigan State just got better.
Yeah, they did.
They hired a good football coach.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Dan Lanning's not going anywhere.
Michigan should call PJ Fleck.
To me, that would be a good fit. I've just never been a big Jed Fish fan. Nothing personal.
It's just the way he spells his last name.
Just spell it like the actual.
Spell it. Spell it like the actual fish.
Not the fake fish.
Not the fake fish.
Or not the band.
Or not the band.
Now, see, I'd have more respect if he spelled it like the band.
Yeah.
With a PH. That'd have been good.
Why do they spell it like that for the when I get caught clicking on the company whatever, when they try to get you for the spam stuff, the phishing attempt?
Oh, I don't know.
Why do they spell it that way? Seemed like it would be spelled the old bait and hook way.
I don't know. Oh, the rabbit holes we go down on this.
What are DeBoer's hobbies?
I honestly don't know. Watch his daughter play softball.
Just ball his life.
What else is there to do in Ann Arbor?
In Ann Arbor?
Mhm.
There's not much, but it's got a cool little downtown area if you're into that.
I check that out.
Yeah.
That look nice.
Actually, Ann Arbor's actually a really cool city.
What, about an hour away from downtown Detroit?
Yeah, about an hour. hmm There's mountains in Michigan. You can go skiing or snowboarding if you're into that. Northern Michigan is beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Sold. He's
Sold.
out. He's done. He's gone.
done.
Yep.
Who do you want Alabama to hire?
Black Warrior
Let's hear
River or the Great Lakes? Like, which do you want?
Yeah. Hot dish or hot summer nights?
Humidity or no humidity?
Sweaters or sweat?
Yeah. Either or.
Cheaters or champions?
Ooh, I like that. Top of the hour, we hope to hear from Kalen DeBoer at the University of Alabama. That's all straight ahead on this Reaction Monday.
12:52, three-man front. It's game week. We've already talked to Nick Kelly, who covers the Alabama Crimson Tide, AL.com. Curtis Fitzpatrick there from the state of Oklahoma, breaking down Alabama, Oklahoma, around a 1.5 Alabama advantage, according to Las Vegas right now. Also, Sam Webb, who covers Michigan athletics and their football search for a new head coach to replace the fired Sharon Moore, continues. Kalen DeBoer, his name been linked to that job. We talked about the prospects of that. There's other coaches that have been put there on the list. Sam Webb reiterating that the Michigan interest is real. It's there. Kalen DeBoer putting out a statement this past weekend, Pat. We don't know if he's going to be asked about it here in the next 6 minutes. We carry his comments live, but one thing is for sure that he has done everything, I think, besides signing a new contract extension, to put any unease or unrest with to whom it may concern to bed, at least for this week, in trying to prepare to win a college football playoff game.
Well, based on what we've seen on these contracts, even if you sign a new contract,
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
Why just put it in there? All right. Just sign that you are not going to take the Michigan job.
I mean, he's already got a contract that takes him up through 2031. I'm sure Jimmy Sexton would love to get him a couple more $1 million, but I mean, if you're
basically with the elite coaches, you no longer have the protection in most cases of, well, there's no way that they could pay this buyout if he left voluntarily. You used to have that protection.
absolutely not anymore.
You don't anymore. I mean, $5 million.
That's nothing in today's world.
That's a top-ranked quarterback out of the portal for one season.
Mm-hmm. And if he's asked about it in a couple of minutes, all he has to say is, I mean, we released a statement yesterday. What else do you want me to say? It's pretty much self-explanatory. I released a statement.
He, if in case you missed it, he said, quote, "I am fully committed to this program and look forward to continuing as the head football coach at the University of Alabama." For this week. No, I added that. It's not what he said. Get your new contract, whatever that means. Or is this just Jimmy Sexton? Is this Jimmy Sexton going, you know what? I just want to remind everybody, no matter what happens on Friday, your coach is a hot commodity. Your coach is wanted by other programs. Who knows? One thing is for sure, though. Jimmy Sexton's about to get paid, and something tells me that so is Kalen DeBoer, and at least 4 of those other names if they haven't already been on that list. Kalen DeBoer, his comments, you don't want to miss them. We'll carry him live next. Three-man front reaction Monday, game week of the college football playoff.